Hello guys, Oneshot here. In this tutorial I'm going to show you to create checkboxes and slider floats and SliderInts. But first we're going to use the ImGui demo to do the tutorial here. So go to download the ImGui from GitHub, and then you go into it here and to the examples. And then we have the DirectX 9 demo here, the example code, and then you start a project. And when you've done that, you will come to this project here, and then go down to sources and choose main, and enter main here, and then scroll down here, and there will be some example code here, but I have removed it and going to use my own code here. So now if I run it, there will be nothing here, will be totally blank here. So to begin with, let's create a window, and to create a window we are using ImGui begin, like that, and we will give it a name, like that. And to finish off the window we need to use ImGui end, like that. Okay, so now we have a really basic window here without any flags or a bool attached to it, but this will work for now. So now if I compile, we will have a window. Okay, it could be this small for you if you have, but I have some saved settings here because I just did this before. Okay, so it will be empty. So let's add a checkbox to it. To add a checkbox in the window, we need to be within the window here. Okay, so first we need a bool for the checkbox. So I'll declare one here. Like that. Okay, so now let's do the checkbox. Like that. Okay, give it a name. Let's name it toggle, and then we need to reference the checkbox, so the checkbox bool here. Okay, so now if we compile, there will be a checkbox here. Okay, yeah, here, and when I'm toggling this here, this one becomes true when it's check mark and false when I'm toggling it off here. So yeah, also let's do let's see, a SliderInt and SliderFloat here. So I need to declare those values here. Like that. Our var for our SliderFloat, and for our int here. So okay, let's begin with the SliderFloat here. Let's name it SliderFloat. Then we give it reference to our float here. We give it the minimum value that we want it to be. It could be negative if you want to go from minus 180 and to 0, or minus 180 to 180, something like that. Let's put it to 0, and then let's put the max value to 100. Okay, I need to reference it here, so like that. Okay, so now we will have a SliderFloat, and doing a SliderInt is basically the same thing. So let's do it here. Here we have it. Name it SliderInt here. Give it a reference to SliderInt here, and minimum value and max value. Let's make it 100 as well. Okay, so this is how you make basic checkboxes, SliderFloat and SliderInts. Let's compile and see what we did. Okay, So here we have our toggle, our SliderFloat, and our SliderInt. Also make sure to not name stuff the same, because the name is the ID. So if I would also name that one SliderFloat or slider, let's just name both slider here, we will have some problems. Let's see. Yeah, you see? Now it behaves as the same slider, and that's not good. Okay. So how to, if you want them to be called sliders, you can add 3 hashtags here, and then the name, like SliderFloat, and then we can do the same here, SliderInt here. Let's see. Yeah, now they're both named slider, but their ID is taken from this. So now I can move them separately like this. Okay, so this was the basics of checkboxes, SliderFloat, and SliderInts. There are some more stuff you can do with the sliders here. You can change the format and the power, but I won't go through that right now. And yeah, I'll see you next tutorial.